are just some of the best items you can have in a gaming setup. So first thing is first, in my opinion, into any gaming setup, which is going to be your capture card. So I've actually been rolling out with an Elgato capture card. If you guys actually want to take a look right here, is Elgato was kind enough to send me out one of their capture cards, which is the HD60 Pro. And the reason I'm actually throwing this up here is not just because they're indeed sponsoring this video, which is a huge thank you to them. It's because the flat out, I've been actually using Elgato capture cards for pretty much since I started YouTube in January of 2013. Right behind me down there below my monitors, you guys can probably see I do have the original Game Capture HD, and then right behind that I do have the HD60. So I've had those capture cards for a very good while, but thank you to Elgato for actually sending me out this HD60 Pro. In my opinion, I do believe that capture cards are one of the most important parts of the setup, because having a nice, clear, crystal clear quality for whatever game you happen to be recording is definitely something that is, you know, what you really need, because it sucks having to watch some grainy footage. Most often than not, that type of footage comes from stuff that is leaked or not supposed to be shared around, or it's from somebody's crappy phone. But if you're watching on YouTube and you want to actually grow your audience, having a crystal clear, you know, quality for a gameplay is something that you really need. And personally, actually, after having the Elgato Capture HD60 Pro installed inside my PC, since this one does go in your computer, it's actually been a really cool experience, considering that because it's actually plugged into my computer, I do have the opportunity to essentially see what I'm doing in game almost in real time up on my monitor. So I can almost essentially play my games on my recording software, which with the other two, you can't unfortunately do that. Those capture devices are extremely reliable, and even the Game Capture HD, which I bought way back in 2013, still does work to this day. So if you guys want to go check out any of Elgato's products, I'll leave a link to them in the description below, as they're the only capture card I'll actually ever use. And it just happens to be really awesome that they happen to send me something out, because I was using their products for a very long time before I managed to get this. So our next thing up here today, what we're going to be talking about is going to be what is second most important to me, or just a little bit more important, is going to be your microphone. Obviously, I have a pretty nice microphone, which I'll tell you guys about here in just a little bit, but as far as what everything goes, is something that's really good to start off with is actually going to be a Blue Snowball. So right off here to my left, I'll actually go pick this up. This is a Blue Snowball. This microphone, I believe, goes around on Amazon for roughly around $50, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. You guys can check that out in the description below if you guys want to, but this is a fantastic starter's microphone. I mean, this is something, all you have to do is literally just has a plug in the back, it has a couple settings, and you just go straight from this right into your computer via one USB. It's one cable, no hassle, and it's a great microphone if you don't have a lot of money, but you also want to start making some YouTube videos. I personally had this for a very long time, and it really hasn't ever done me wrong, so I wouldn't suggest actually getting anything else if you're starting out. Something you can get if you do want to upgrade, which is a microphone that a lot of other bigger YouTubers use, is the Audio-Technica AT2020. This actually does come in a USB or a XLR input. I do have an XLR input microphone, which is currently what I'm talking into. The XLR does require just a little bit more in terms of, you know, the equipment required in order to be able to operate it, because it does, I believe, give off a higher, you know, quality of sound or just whatever. But the Audio-Technica is a fantastic microphone. All it just comes with a stand, and you can mount it to a variety of things, whether it be a shock mount or like some sort of boom arm, kind of like what I got going on right here, or if you just want to sit it down on your desk. It does have a very good amount of range or to what you can actually pick up, so I'd highly suggest actually getting an Audio-Technica AT2020. No, this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form for this microphone, but I do actually really enjoy this, because this is something that I've had for a while, and you know, it still works till this day. Even the Blue Snowball I've had for years, so these have got very good build quality. Something I do want to mention before I do actually get into my microphone is that one thing that's really important is actually getting a little pop filter. I do think you can find these anywhere from like $7 to $10 at most points in time, whether you find it online or sometimes you can even find them in stores, but all they do is just clip to something, whether it be a boom arm or like your desk or anything else like that, and it just keeps it so that some of your plosive or the air that's actually coming in your mouth doesn't actually go into your microphone. It doesn't make all those weird certain, you know, massive amounts of noise right there, and it's kind of frankly annoying to listen to when somebody does have that. You guys will all know what I'm talking about when you can hear just tons of extra air going into the mic that really just isn't necessary. You can also get something that I have right here, which is, you know, just a huge sort of pop filter, but it's more condensed, and I don't have to have this out in front of my face for most points in time. It just allows me to have a nice clean sound without having to have something something that's just too freaking obnoxious. So either or of these you can find online, and they're pretty easy to get a hold of. Last but definitely not least, we're talking about my microphone. I actually currently run with a Rode Broadcaster microphone. This is, I think, around a $400 microphone, $399, somewhere around there. It is no way, shape, or form cheap, and this is just something that I've chosen to upgrade to just because I really like the way Rode microphones sound. I think this even comes like a 10-year warranty, but if you guys want to take a little bit of a look, which I'll show you guys some footage, is that this does have an XLR input, and it does require me to go to a Focusrite sort of, sound mixer, which does amplify it and everything, and then that in turn does go into my computer via a USB, and it just creates a very nice and amazing sound. So this is by no means an affordable setup, which is what I got right now, but after having done YouTube for a good while and made some money back, I decided to reinvest into the channel and make sure my audio is top quality. The next thing up on our list here today is we're going to be talking about webcams. So webcams, in my opinion, are something you guys really need to invest in if you want to take your YouTube career just a little bit further. While gameplay commentaries and everything, I do those from time to time. It just really depends on what I'm feeling like doing. But if you want to have any sort of personality or people want to be able to see your face, you're going to need a webcam. Personally, I'm actually recording with a Sony a6300, and that is by no means a webcam. That's actually a mirrorless camera that's probably around, I think, like $1,100. It's not exactly a very cheap thing, but this is just something that I record with because I personally like the quality of it, and if I want to do some vlogs, I can easily pick it up because it's on a tripod right now, and I can go walk around with it. But if you're sitting at your computer and want something great, this is going to be a webcam called the Logitech C920. There's a lot of YouTubers that actually have this webcam, or just, have used it in the past, because the Logitech C920 is a very good webcam just because it's really reliable. It shoots in 1920 by 1080, and that's really useful, and I think it does shoot at only 30 FPS. I'm not sure if you can get it down to 720/60, but the webcam I do use, which is going to be up above me to the right, which you guys are going to be able to see, is going to be the Razer Stargazer. So this is a very good one in my opinion. I think it's around $100 to $150. It's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive. I personally really like it. It has an auto green screen effect, so if you don't have a green screen behind you, kind of like myself, even though I don't use mine that much, you can definitely still make a green screen effect, and it is a very good webcam. Personally, I'd recommend the Stargazer over the C920, but if you're a little bit more strapped for cash, you just want a basic webcam, the C920 or any other newer version of a Logitech webcam should do you just fine. Honestly, apart from those three things I showed you, which is a game capture card, a microphone, and a webcam, there's a lot of other things, like a lot of other variables, like the computer you have, the monitors you got, the console you have. Do you have a SCUF controller? Do you not? Do you have control freaks? Do you have any other sort of things that can make your gaming experience or your overall YouTube experience just a little bit better? There's a million different things I could go into depth with, but that's all going to just vary on what you actually have at your own personal setup. Personally, I'm actually blessed to be able to have put a lot of work into my YouTube channel, and it has paid off in the sense that I've been able to reinvest back into me, and I'll show you guys, of course, some shots of what I do actually have. But I have a couple 4K curved monitors. I have a really beast computer down below. I have some control freaks. I have SCUF controllers, really awesome headset. So in my setup, there's a lot of real top-notch type of things. That's just because I've been making YouTube videos for probably around 4+ years now, and so I've had a decent bit of experience. I've also worked some jobs apart from just making YouTube videos in order to be able to put back into this channel, as I'm trying to make this my full-time job. So if you guys are just starting out or want to upgrade, any of these products in here are absolutely fantastic, and I'd highly recommend using each and every single one of them. With that being said, hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, be sure to smack a like on it. Make sure you drop a subscription down below so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you want to enter into that gift card giveaway, remember you just have to subscribe, turn notifications, drop a like, drop a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know that you have subscribed, and drop a second one down there. Let me know which gift card you'd like to receive, and then click that top link in the description below so you guys can be fully entered into my $300 gift card giveaway. With that being said, my name has been Chuck, and I shall hopefully see you guys all here in a future video. Till next time, just run out triple cap, don't be Randy, and I'm out. Peace.